Select the Move gizmo, go into Render and change the engine to cycles and device to GPU. Select Denoise, change the max samples to 1000 and make the noise threshold 0.1. In Light Paths, change the total to 5, diffuse to 2, gloss to 2, transmission to 5, and transparent to 5. In Color Management, change the view transform to filmic and look to high contrast. Hide the camera and delete the default light and cube. Add a cube with Shift A and change the X and Y axis to 1.83 and the Z axis to 0.9. Go into Edit mode with Tab and delete the top face. Subdivide with Ctrl 2. Add a bevel modifier and apply both modifiers to the cube. To get Celtic knots, you will need an add-on. Go into Edit, then Preferences. In Add-ons, search for Extra Curve Objects. Select the option to install. Save your preferences or turn on autosave. Add Celtic links located under Curve, then Knots. Make the weave up -0.13, down -0.02, and bevel depth 0.13. Delete the original cube. For the handle, hide the basket and add a circle. Scale it down using S and place it along the X-axis above the 3D cursor. Duplicate the circle and place it underneath the first one. Make them close together. Duplicate the two circles and rotate them using R along the Z-axis to be on the opposite sides. Join the circles together. Set origin to geometry. Add a screw modifier. Adjust the screw value to be stretched out. Scale it down. Add a circle from curves. Add a curve modifier to the handle. With the eyedropper tool, select the curve. Change the deform axis to Z. Add more iterations to the screw modifier if you need more length. Parent the handle to the circle and rotate so the handle is facing up. Unhide the basket and slide the handle up to be placed on top. Add a plane and rotate it 90 degrees on the X-axis. Scale it along the X-axis in front of the basket. Select the two bottom vertices and scale them in. Add a loop cut with Ctrl R to the middle and scale it out. Select the top two vertices and extrude them backward using E. Select everything and use Alt E to extrude faces along normals. Subdivide with Ctrl 2. Place it in front of the basket and go into X-ray mode using Alt Z to select all vertices. Use Ctrl A to apply all transforms to the object. Add a mirror modifier. Select all the bottom vertices to lift the bottom of the ear. Add a cube. Delete the top face. Match it to the height of the basket and subdivide. Add a bevel modifier and scale it along the X and Y axis to adjust the size. Apply modifiers and add a solidify modifier. Adjust the value to make it thicker and shade smooth. I adjusted the vertices to tuck them behind our fabric. Add a loop cut to our fabric, slide it to have an inch gap. Scale to make a crease. Add a cube and subdivide it. Scale it down and place it in the front of the basket for the nose. Scale along the X-axis to make an oval shape. Duplicate the nose and rotate it along the Y-axis to make an eye. Add a mirror modifier and apply all transforms, change the axis to get on the opposite side. Originally, this was going to be a bunny, but it looks so much like Pochacco I couldn't resist. I adjusted the ears to make them more like Pochacco's. Making the egg, add a cube and isolate it using slash on your keyboard. Scale it down and select the top vertices, scale them down as well. Subdivide and shade smooth. You can add more subdivision if you need to. Go back using slash again and move the egg next to the basket. Add a cube and subdivide it. Slide it to the back of the basket, this is our tail. Select the bottom vertices and extrude slightly, then scale it down to create a point. Rotate on the x-axis to make the pointed side touch the basket. Apply the subdivision. Go into X-ray mode and select the top part of the tail. Duplicate and separate using P. Select the top part of the tail and scale it out to be on top of the main tail. Select the bottom vertices and go to Select, check or deselect. Pull up the vertices to make them look pointy. Start placing all the eggs in your basket. Rearrange them however you'd like. It helps to duplicate eggs you've already placed. Make another panel and make your camera the active view on the left side. Change the camera to orthographic and adjust the camera to your liking. You can hide the views on the left side by toggling the icons. Add a plane and scale it out under the basket. Select the edges and extrude them up. Select the edges again and use Ctrl B to bevel them. Use the scroll wheel to add more cuts. I decided to add some eggs in front. Change the viewport to render. Add an area light over your basket. Make it 300 watts. Duplicate the light and place it on the left side of your basket. Duplicate the light again and rotate it to face your basket on the right side. Turn the lights down if you need to. I made the right light a different color. Add 2-point lights on the outside of the basket, make the power 100 watts. To add a material, go into the material properties and select New. Make it whatever color you'd like. You can copy a material to another object by selecting the material last and choosing Copy Materials to Selected. To add an image to an object, add a new material and change the base color to Image Texture. Add your image in the folder, then go into UV editing. Select all using A, and in UV select Smart UV Project. Choose Unwrap. You can select the vertices and scale them in your image. This can make your object scale better along your image. Remember to change the background color. I added materials to some of the eggs and made the basket lighter in color. I made some of the eggs have an image texture as well. I decided to keep a lot of the UV editing uncut so you can see the process of lining up the image texture. This one was giving me some troubles, so I ended up rotating the egg itself to get the look I was looking for. Add the image texture or other materials to your eggs. I ended up changing some of the pink eggs to green. Here is the final render. Thank you so much for watching.